back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Today, we're going to be reacting to Corey and the crew talking about something that hits home for a lot of us, and that's women using children as a weapon against the man. Let's watch the clip. We're going to come back and talk about it.
Tear to my eye because I know what it's like to be so proud of your seed. And it's like a new beginning in your life. You almost feel like I'm about to start doing this right and everything. But the shit don't last that long. We are fathers who've watched our children grow, and we already understand the difficulty of parenting. Parenting is quite a challenge in America, and I will say from my experience, the tools stacked against you, sir, men, are stacked very high because you are trying to co-parent with someone who has rights. And I'm saying, like, I don't ever think men and women will stop making babies because while we can still produce babies, because I think they're going to start manufacturing babies, while we can still produce babies is really a beautiful thing. But I want to say to all of you new fathers out there, you're going to have to check the bit. It's no way around it, goddammit. Your baby mama will have your son in a tutu and a Burger King hat. You have to understand it's not easy co-parenting. I remember, well, there's so many instances that I would have to say as a guy who's had 2 children, but, well, 2 in a possible. But I'm just saying, Craig is a good guy. Craig is going to try to do everything he can do to make situation a prosperous, happy one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you come across some growing pains. I don't want to put you on the spot. I just thought about that. I'm trying to clean it up.
Tough. I mean, yeah, co-parenting is tough. I love my girl, though, so I know,
right?
You know, we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
There you go.
But,
that's the spirit when you have a child that's 2 weeks old.
You know what he said? You know what?
Yeah, but it's tough, though. You know, just, yeah, it brings something else out of you having a baby.
Change your entire life. It's a
brings
whole
something else
I
out
would
of you.
say as a man, but I was younger, so I was caught way off guard. My daughter was still infant stage, maybe about, let's just say, 7 months old. Let's just say that. When you find out somebody else fucking your baby mama while your child is still an infant, it is absolutely devastating to a man. I wasn't prepared for anything like that. When my daughter was about 7 months, 8 months.
So that makes you how old? Well, how old were you?
I don't know. I was a young man. Let's say 22.
22. Oh, yeah.
I had no idea to prepare for something like that, if you get what I'm saying.
Right.
So I was over there trying to get my daughter. You up there fucking somebody, bitch, give my daughter. Because I'm a young man.
Yeah.
And I remember when the police showed up. The police officer literally grabbed me and put me in the car. I got lucky. I got a cop who probably knew the ropes.
Yeah.
And he drove me to the train station because he kept saying, "Where did you park over here?" I was like, "I don't have a car." He drove me to the train station.
Yeah.
He said, "Get on the train and go home. There's nothing you can do about that."
Wow.
And it caught me when he said it because this was a big Caucasian male cop who looked like they motherfucking lock niggas up all the time.
Yeah.
But he knew. He was like, "There's nothing you can do about that. Get on the train and go home." And that was like the first part of separation from my daughter, because the train ride home is about an hour. And I started to really separate from my situation because I didn't know this happens.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I figure you got a baby with a woman, you are together. Nope.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is giving people out there, because I have people walk up to me and this type of perspective helps some people. When you have a child with a woman, you have no rights. They say, oh, they got father's rights attorneys. Yeah, okay. Only way you get rights is if that lady breaks the law. Then you can set it up where she's bad for the child and you might be able to get the child, because I know somebody who got their child and the bitch did so much bogus shit, her visits with the child had to be supervised by a counselor or something. She couldn't be alone with the child because she was shitting on the father in a way where the court said, oh, you can't be alone with the child because you'll turn the child against the dad when you have your rights to visit.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make with all this, all you new fathers, and I'm talking indirect to my brother Craig, but I'm talking to the masses, you cannot control what happens in America with your child. You have to make sure you have a child with somebody who has the best interest of not only the child, the best interest of the father of the child. Now, of course, there's women out there that say, I don't got to have no best interest for the father of the child. Exactly. You don't need a baby by nobody that don't give a fuck about the child's father. If you got a child by a woman who don't give a fuck about the child's father, that child ain't gonna give a fuck about the child's father either.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. See, it's new in the beginning, and it starts to turn more and more into this big war. Because if you are a man and you're gonna remain masculine, now if you're gonna tuck your tail between your legs, you bought more time. You bought more time. But I'm telling you, man, fatherhood in America is a treacherous, treacherous thing. I saw something on Judge Judy where this girl was suing her father for the car that he bought her, but she didn't do something where he was like, no, she doesn't deserve the car. I'm not finna give it to her now until she completes what she needs to complete.
Right.
So she sued her father for the car, and that man broke down. Like, you really doing this? And the mother was against the father too, because they weren't together no more. And the man broke down and started crying. He said, tell me what to sign. He just signed it. I'm done with you. You lost the father over a car.
Man.
That's what it says, see?
And the mother looked so satisfied.
Oh, yeah, that's what she wanted.
The point I'm trying to make to all you guys, mentally prepare for what is to come, because the system supplies her with tools against you. So, the most unimaginable things you can think of can happen with the father of the child. And I'm bold enough to say that and stand on that. Not just my situation. I'm talking about there's a million guys out here can give you this situation 1,000 times over. Me and my daughter have a strained, is that the word?
Strained, yeah.
Strained relationship, and it started with her mother, because her mother did not want me to be someone looked like a hero to my daughter. This is the lady that was on Monkey K show. Carla lied about almost everything she said. And I can't win that battle. It's a bitter bitch who's right where she was when I left. My daughter is 30-something years old. That bitch is in a worse predicament she was in when I left. What could you say? I give people heads up and let you know when you're dealing with females and their court system, it's rough. Now, if you got money to fight the court system, okay, that's different. But I'm saying when you're dealing with the female, soon as she threatens you about court, don't think it's a threat. It's going to happen. It's probably in motion already. My brother got sent to child. My brother had child support put on him, and he lived with his kids. The girl,
Okay, that's
his kids, they lived together, and she put him on child support. Can you even imagine getting some paperwork where you think it's a mistake, and it ain't a mistake? Because the bitch was like, they sent you some child support.
Oh, wow.
What is wrong with them? The bitch was setting him up.
And
The
can I
bitch was setting him up.
add something to that too?
Go ahead.
Because somebody mentioned it, and it was right when it came across my thought. Being married doesn't help either. You know, most people go, oh, well, if you're married to him, that does not help. And I can testify to that. And this is even back in the, and it's still the same in the court systems. My dad did not have any rights because of the gender. He was trying to get, huh? Exactly. You have to file for custody and get your parental rights. But my dad was married to my mom and was the better parent, saying everything, job, everything, just living quarter, everything.
But do you hear what Dee said? You have to file for custody.
And it was a never-ending battle.
Do you know what that means? You got to check in with them. You got to be part of the war too.
And she
You
had
got to
records.
check in with
You
the
know what I'm saying?
system
Yeah.
just to have a chance at rights.
Exactly.
Because if you don't check in with the system, she get all the rights.
You got to do it. Yeah, yeah.
And you'll find this out as things go along. Because I ain't gonna lie, my son mother is a gift from God. My son mother root for me. Even though she married, you know what I'm saying? She got a husband. But my son mother never tried to cause drama in my life.
Some of y'all just be so damn evil towards each other. It don't make no sense. I always wonder, how could you go from sleeping with somebody to, from the time y'all made a baby to a year later, y'all hate each other. We trying to co-parent. We not get along. It's crazy to have a 3-month-old, 8-month-old baby and y'all not together. I hate how we are towards each other. We take each other for granted. We don't give each other no grace. We don't cut each other no slack, no mercy. It's just like we go out of our way to be an embarrassment to society. Having sex with somebody and then you turn around and can't get along with them. Having sex with somebody and then you beefing over giving that person your last name. Everybody know good and dang on well that the man want to name his child, especially if it's a boy, and you want your child to have your last name. A lot of y'all know y'all don't want to be married. Y'all sleeping with people knowing you barely even like the person. You just want to get a nut off, and you have unprotected sex with them, which is beyond stupid. Y'all having so much unprotected sex out here is sickening to me. I never understood that. I mean, what happened to condoms? And I'm not even advocating for the way y'all moving sexually, but I know what it is to sit up and have all this unprotected sex with a person that you know you don't even like. Then y'all want to blame each other. The woman want to blame the man. Well, he knew he came at me. What else did he expect? The man want to blame the woman. Shoot, she need to be accountable. She let me do it. I mean, she know I'm a man. Men move how we move. Of course, a nigga want to feel it raw. If possible, we gonna do it. So, I mean, that's on her. She need to go to the clinic. All y'all do is go back and forth blaming each other when y'all need to be responsible adults. A real man is not going to have sex with a woman unprotected that he does not like or see a future with. A real man's not going to do it because the consequences is not worth that few minutes of pleasure. The consequences of having a 18 to 20 year or more responsibility from a raggedy hood rat bird is not equivalent to that nut. So a real man ain't even gonna move like that. And when people even suggest having unprotected sex, y'all really need to run the other way. Vice versa. A woman who give a damn about her body, her reproductive system, anything, her health, is not gonna sit up and have unprotected sex with a man she just met at the club. You ain't no real woman. A real woman gonna think about her health, the risk. If he'll do it with me, he'll do it with somebody else. He don't know if I got something. What happened to these type of questions? What is wrong with y'all? Sleeping with somebody else and you got a newborn baby or a baby that's 6 months, 8 months. I know which some of y'all gonna say, well, we moved on, he in another relationship. Don't y'all know women can't move the same way a man moves? It's not gonna look the same. He got an 8-month-old, he sleeping with somebody. She got an 8-month-old, she sleeping with somebody, the baby in the house. It just don't look good. It's never gonna be the same. It's always gonna be a double standard. Just like some of y'all sleeping with a man, but you pregnant by another man. That's disgusting. I don't even know how y'all could ever do that. I would think you would be getting morning sickness, throwing up. That baby know this ain't my daddy touching you. Y'all weaponizing these kids and y'all using the white man, and I can't stand it. I can't stand grown functioning adults sitting up in the courthouse at child support court because y'all beef and acting like y'all hate each other, but y'all the same people who's having unprotected sex, licking and sucking on each other. Now all of a sudden you need the white man to come mediate and be a referee and tell you who need to pay what and who need to pick up the child on this day and that day. It's an embarrassment to us as a whole, as a community. I don't know why y'all moving like this. Y'all anything other than bitterness and control. For the majority of the part is women, but I ain't gonna say it ain't no men who still want to try to control their baby mamas and what go on at their house and things like that. But for the most part, it be these women. They be bitter, mad because things didn't work out, mad because they got finessed about them draws, even though I don't even know if we should say finesse, because you know good and damn well that nigga was a Pookie or Ray Ray. He didn't give a dang about you. You was just a nut for him. All the signs was there. You ain't never met none of his people. He ain't never brought you nowhere. You only met him at nighttime when he came to your house to smash. But now all of a sudden you got an attitude because you hoped and wished and prayed that he was gonna be there for that baby and that pregnancy. He wasn't. He left you hanging. So now you're gonna spend the next 20 years being bitter and poisoning your child with that bitter seed, which is beyond ridiculous. You know how many kids out here wish they had fathers that gave a damn, who want to try to see them, who want to fight for them, and y'all gonna take advantage of a man who's trying to be in his child's life, no matter what his financial status is. You was sleeping with him. He trying to be in his child's life, and y'all want to make his life hell. What is wrong with y'all? I cannot stand baby games when people do stuff like this, because y'all the first ones run around, oh, I'm grown, I'm living my best life, but you sitting up here trying to make another adult miserable, and your child is catching strays because they're in the middle of that. I've seen it with some people. They child grow up to be 20 some years old and finally, yeah, it was my mama. She was doing this. She wouldn't let me. I know somebody who wanted to get their child and they was denied getting their child because they didn't want to give up the state benefits. And I thought Corey was going to touch on that, but he didn't. See, a lot of these women want state and government benefits. So the man end up catching a stray. He get put on child support because you think the white man just going to give you these government assistance benefits without tracking that man down and building a case on him? No. That's how a lot of these men get on child support unknowingly. Men can be married on child support. You can live in the same household, be on child support, because a lot of y'all men don't know when they go to get them benefits, that's an automatic case for you. The government ain't just finna give your child free medical and free cash assistance, all these voucher programs, just because they are billing you and waiting for that one day, and then you gonna look up and you got $30,000 in arrears. Some of y'all just way too bitter for me. Y'all love causing strife and division between y'all child and the other parent. You absolutely love it. You don't even care about your child bonding. You don't care about them building a relationship. None of that. Everything is about you and how you feel and how it got to go your way. Just like them videos of a man going to get his child's hair done and the woman taking the hairstyle out because he didn't check with me first. I don't want nobody touching my child's hair. And it's like, well, common sense, maybe if that is the case, you tell them next time, can you let me know so I can know who doing the child hair? But all in all, you getting a break from doing it. Why is you complaining? I remember some of my daddy girlfriends doing my hair, and it wasn't no big thing with my mama. She didn't care that my daddy girlfriend braided up my hair for me. So this bitterness is why we as a people are at the bottom. We're a laughing stock to the world. We can't even get along with the same people that we done shared our DNA with. Here you go, you'll put your mouth on a man. Literally, put your mouth on his private parts, and then by the time you have a baby, you hate him and you doing everything you can to try to destroy him. Do you know how crazy you look talking about the father of your child publicly? At least have enough sense not to do it in front of the world and upload the videos. What is wrong with y'all? I'm out of here because I can't. This is nigga-ish to me when y'all move like this publicly and put it on public display for the world to laugh at us. Y'all need to be a lot more self-aware, and y'all need to give a damn a lot more. And who ain't never took an L for their child? I may not like this, but I'm gonna do what's in my child's best interest. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the topic. I cannot stand no bum parents. Let me know what y'all got to say about the topic. Till the next time, I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace out.